This is the element A. Its octet is not complete. It is electron-Lewis. There is less number of electron than it. Maybe it will be 6, 4 or 2. This is the element or atom which octet has been completed and it has a lone pair. Okay. Now this B can donate its lone pair to this to complete its octet. So this atom will known as donor and this atom will known as acceptor. Okay, and this bond between donor and acceptor from the donor towards acceptor is known as coordinate bond or dative bond. Okay, and the atom on the hydrolysis, these compounds give complex ions. When these compounds are dilutes or dissolved in water, they can't ionize in their all the constituents ion or simple ions. So these are called as complex compounds. There are some complex ions are obtained, not a simpler or constituent ions. Okay, these are made up by mixing two or more than two salts in a fixed proportion, not in any proportion, in fixed proportion. Okay, like see, when KCN and FeCN2 are mixed in 4 raised to 1 ratio. Okay, then a compound is obtained, that is K4 in bracket FeCN6. This is Fe iron, this is potassium, this is cyanide ion. Okay, just like CuSO4 is mixed with NH3 in 1 raised to 4 ratio. Then any other complex compound is obtained in which in bracket Cu and NH3 are present and SO4 out of the bracket. When NaCN and AgCN are mixed in same proportion, then a compound NaAgCN2 is obtained in which Ag and Cn2 are in a big bracket. This is a complex in our mind, that what is this bracket? So we say these compounds, these are complex compounds. Okay, when we dissolve these compounds into water, they can't be dissociate in their constituents. Constituent ion means there should be K plus ion, Cn minus ion, Fe plus 2 ions also, but we will not obtain these all the ions. Such in this Cu plus 2, SO4 ions and NH3, just like ammonium ions should be obtained but not obtained. Here Na plus Cn minus and Ag plus ions should be obtained, but there is also no, we not obtain these ions. Okay, I want to say that these compounds are not ionized or not dissolved in water. Means these compounds are stable as in solid state as well as in solutions also. Okay, clear? These salts are stable in solid state as well as solutions because these salts don't ionize in simpler or constituent ions. See these. See, when we dissolve K4FeCN6 hydrolysis occurs, then 4 potassium ions are obtained as we assume, but Fe plus 2 and Cn minus are not, while a complex ion is formed. As in CuNH3O4SO4, we obtained only SO4 minus 2 ion, not Cu plus 2 or ammonium ion. And NaAgCN2, only Na plus ions are obtained, not Ag plus, not Cn minus. Same in these, no Pt plus 4 ions are obtained, no chloride ions or not ammonium ions. As this compound CrNH3 whole thrice Cn thrice, on hydrolysis no ion is obtained. See, observe carefully these hydrolysis reactions. Only ions which are out of this bracket are obtained. Here potassium is out of the bracket, we obtain K plus ions. Here SO4 is out of the bracket, we obtain SO4 minus 2 ions. Here sodium is out of the bracket, we obtain Na plus ion. Here this bracket is this out of this, and this bracket is out of this, so both are obtained in different ions. Okay, here there is no any ion or any group out of this bracket, so no ion is obtained. Okay, clear? Means something that which ions or metal are uh, closed in this bracket can't be ionized in water on hydrolysis. This complexity becomes in our mind, so these are known as complex compounds. Clear? Which are not hydrolyzed completely in the water. Okay. Now we have seen some similar salts like complex compound, but there are some differences with these are double salts. The double salts are also made up of two or more salts, just like complex compounds. But the difference is that double salts ionizes into all simple or constituents ion. So these are stable only in solid state, but not in solution, because in solution they will be ionized. Okay, these are all ionic in nature, means only ionic bond will be present in double salts. Example, see, okay, clear it with examples. First of all, more salt. In the formula of more salt is FeSO4 dot NH4 whole twice dot 6H2O, means when ferrous sulfate and ammonium sulfate are mixed with each other, they form double salts. ठीक है, okay, double salt always crystalline water is present in any proportion. Okay, just like here it is 6H2O. Potash alum or simple alum, which is we use in daily in our houses, K2SO4 dot Al2SO4 whole thrice dot 24H2O, means when K2SO4 and aluminum sulfate are mixed, potash alum is obtained. Chrome alum, when potassium sulfate and chromium sulfate is mixed, then chrome alum is obtained with 24H2O. Carnallite, it is ore, it is founded in nature always. KCl dot MgCl2 dot 6H2O, means in this double salt potassium chloride and magnesium chloride are mixed. Okay, as I have told you that when these are dissolved in water, they will be ionized in all the components of the compound. Okay, let's see. FeSO4 dot NH4 whole twice SO4 dot 6H2, means it is more salt. When it is dissolved in water, means hydrolysis occurs, and we have here Fe plus 2 ion is obtained. We have here NH4 plus ions obtained. We have here sulfate ions we obtained. All the ions are obtained which are present in the compound. Just like in carnallite, we have here potassium. I have potassium ions. There are chloride ions. We obtained here chloride ions. There is magnesium, so we obtained Mg plus 2 ions. In potassium, potassium, aluminum sulfate ions are present. Here also potassium, aluminum sulfate ions are present. Okay, so now we will see the differences between double salts and complex salts. The first and main difference is that the double salts ionized in all the ions present in the molecule, while in complex compound they can't ionize, they don't ionize in all the ions, but some complex ions are also obtained which are closed in bracket. Okay, these all are ionic nature, so we obtain all the types of ions present in the molecule. These are ionic, but also coordinate nature is also present, because there is coordinate bond is present. Okay, double salts are stable only in solid state, while the complex compounds are stable in solid state as well as solutions, only because they don't ionize in the water. Next, the properties of the double salt are as the same as the constituent ions or the constituent salts, because all the ions are present in the constituent salts and double salts also. But in complex compounds, the properties are completely changed and different from the constituent salts or constant ions, just like in K4CN6 K4FeCN6. ठीक है, we have only potassium ions here, but it is formed by KCN and FeCN2. The properties of KCN and FeCN2 are very different from the K4FeCN6. Okay, this is the difference between the double salts and common salts. Now we will see the terminology of the complex compounds. It is a very important part of the chapter. We have to understand the terms of the complex compound, because without this terminology we can't explain, we can't understand anything in this chapter. Okay, we have seen there in many salts, in many examples, that there is a big bracket, something out of bracket, something is in the bracket. What are these meanings? Okay, first of all, this big bracket is known as coordination sphere. The coordination sphere means in which the coordination bond is present between this metal and these compounds or the atoms. Okay, only coordinate bond is present. In this coordination sphere, two types of groups are present. First, this always will be a metal atom. Okay, this is known as central metal atom, that is CMA. We will say CMA. Always CMA is the acceptor of a coordinate bond with vacant orbitals. As we have discussed in d block elements forms complex compound because they have vacant d orbitals. So this is also transition metal and have vacant d orbital to accept the electron pairs to make coordinate bond. Okay, in coordination pair, first thing is central metal atom with vacant d orbitals, then works as acceptor of the dative bond. And the second one is CN. This is ligand. Ligand means the atom or group of atoms which donates the electron pairs to central metal atom to make coordinate bond. Okay, C ligand means the donor part of the coordinate bond. This completely is ionized coordination sphere, and this is the coordination number which is written in downside of the ligand. This coordination number means the number of ligands which are coordinately bonded with CMA. Okay, this is different for different ions. See, for Ag plus it is 2. See, NaAgCN, it is 2, means the coordination number of Ag is 2. For Cu, Ni plus 2 and Pt plus 2, this is 4. See in examples, this is 4. For Cu plus 2, Co plus 2 and Zn plus 2, it may be 4 or 6. See, there in this example the coordination number of Cu is 4, 3 plus 1, while in this example it is 6. For Zn, in this example it is 4 and in this example it is 6. For Fe plus 2, Fe plus 3, Cr plus 3, Co plus 3 and Pt plus 4, all the ions show a coordination number 6. C. All the CMA central metal atoms are coordinately bonded with 6 ligands. Clear? This is the coordination number. Clear? And the part out of the coordination sphere is the ionization sphere. As we have seen in hydrolysis reactions, the part out of the bracket is always ionizes. So this sphere is known as ionization sphere. This can be before the coordination sphere or after the coordination sphere. They will be cations and here will be anions. Okay, this is the terminology of the complex compounds. Clear? In coordination sphere, central metal atom is coordinately bonded with ligands, and the number of ligands present in coordination sphere is known as coordination number. Okay, and the outer part of the coordination sphere is known as ionization sphere, because the part present in ionization sphere is always ionizes. Clear? Okay, thank you.